Hi, I'm John Costa, and you're watching Summer League Daily. We're still in scorching hot Las Vegas. Today's day 7 of NBA Summer League, and here's our top 3 stories that we're going to go ahead and get into today. Story number 1, it's got to be Keontae George and his hot start to Summer League, man. His first game against the Clippers, he put up a double-double, and he was extremely effective. He had 33 points, 10 assists, 50% from the field, and a ridiculous 40% from the three-point line. But what's most impressive to me is that Keontae George, as the primary ball handler, Keontae George, the man who played 34 minutes out there, only had 2 turnovers and 1 foul. He's an extremely disciplined defender and knows how to handle the rock. But let's go ahead and get into Keontae's second really impressive game of Summer League. That was against the Timberwolves, where he nearly put up another double-double, finished with 26 points, 7 assists, 2 steals on an extremely effective 60% from the field and 50% from the three-point line. But what I like most and what I want to really highlight on Keontae George's game is the fact that Keontae doesn't force what doesn't need to be taken. If the defense are anticipating his passes, then he's able to go get a bucket for himself. He's able to go score. But if the defense are throwing doubles his way, trapping him, he has no problem being able to find his teammates and get him the right passes so they can knock it down. And the best thing of all, man, is the fact that these aren't just empty stats. The Utah Jazz are 3-0 right now in Summer League, and that's heavily due to Keontae George and the impact that he's had on this Utah Jazz Summer League team so far. Unfortunately, we did see Keontae go down with the nasty ankle sprain against the Denver Nuggets, so you would hope that he has a speedy recovery and gets back. But now let's go ahead and get into our second story of the day, and that's Leonard Miller out of Minnesota. He was the 33rd pick in the second round, and after watching him these first couple days in the Summer League, I'm sure a lot of these owners and GMs are kicking themselves in the butt for passing up on a player like this, man. We're talking about a versatile, lengthy forward who can guard multiple positions in this league. He can make an impact on the wing. He can make an impact in the post. Wherever it is that you need a player like that, that's what he can do. And if you think about it, if you look around the league, that's what these NBA GMs and these NBA executives are fiending for. They're looking for these versatile 6'10" defender with a 7'2" wingspan. He does a great job in pick and rolls. I can see him being a real effective role man in this league. He does a great job on transition, is always able to run the lanes correctly, makes the right passes, and if he needs to go up with it, he could definitely throw that hammer down. He's a strong finisher at the hoop. You would love to see him work on his jumper a little bit because he is shooting 32% from the three-point line and has a bit of a wacky form, but you know that all that comes with time. So now let's go ahead and get into our third story, which takes us into the arena where our reporter Bridgette Lucas shares the story of Ty Carter, WNBA social and sports reporter. Take it away, Bridgette.
Hey, what's up? I'm Bridgette Lucas. I'm here with Ty Carter here at the NBA Summer League. Ty, thank you so much for being here today. What are some of the most meaningful milestones you've seen the WNBA go through?
Yeah, I mean, some of the most meaningful milestones that I've seen personally is the growth of our social media pages. So far this year, we started the season at 1.4 million followers on Instagram. We're about halfway through right now. We're already up to 1.5 mil. That's a milestone that we were trying to reach at the end of the season, meaning that the want for the content is there. The want to see these ladies and their growth is there. So I think from a personal standpoint, social media has been huge. And then also with the new class coming in with players like Aaliyah Boston, Haley Jones, people are loving the college aspect of the game, and it's bringing over fanship from that women's basketball college to now the WNBA. So that has been personally the most favorite milestones that I've been able to see.
That's great. I agree with you. I mean, I'm looking forward to the new talent coming on in.
Oh, yeah.
What would you like to see next? What are some of the next steps that you would like the WNBA to do?
I would like to see the chartered flights and for players to be accommodated a little bit better when it comes to comfort. Obviously, they're in a situation right now where I think things are moving and it's getting better, but I also believe that when we get to that place, it'll give them more of this, to me, VIP status. So chartered flights and expansion, I would love to see that personally.
And if I may ask, who do you have in the championship for this year?
Man, all right. This is a long shot. I'm going to go with the Las Vegas Aces getting back. It's hard to repeat, to get back, or do anything like that, but I think they're talented enough to do so. And this is probably not realistic. I'm a Washington Mystics fan, though. If the Washington Mystics can get on their P's and Q's, you might see them in the 2023 WNBA Championship.
And through the magic of television, we welcome Bridgette Lucas into our studio. Welcome, Bridgette.
Thank you for having me.
Bridgette, so talk to us a little bit about some of the things that you got out of your conversation with Ty Carter.
She hit her second point. I really agree with her on that, talking about the incoming talent on the college level and even on the high school level. I've seen a lot of young women here, little girls, but a lot of high schoolers. I mean, I just went to watch a game, and there was a group of just maybe like 6 girls all together, decked out, excited to watch the game, and they're high schoolers. That was not around when I grew up with the WNBA back in my time, and I don't see that. And it's just really refreshing, and just I'm really, really happy to see women in here in the arena. There's a lot of WNBA stars here sitting courtside. There's a lot of fans here. There's a lot of little girls with their parents. And so seeing them all interact with the props here, the different brands here, the different activities that they have for kids here, I'm really, really happy to see the WNBA tie in here with the Summer League. And I'm looking forward to the incoming talent. I know that there's going to be a huge, huge talent pool coming in, and it's just going to grow even more from where we're at now.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, even when we look at the elevation of the game of basketball, especially WNBA, they've just really started to rise up. I know we were recently talking about the Aces. They just recently had their facility built out here, and that's a big time move for women and WNBA. So let me ask, how do you feel about that facility being built out here? Like, what does that mean to you as a woman and empowering you and women?
I think it's great. I mean, to see that and to be here in Vegas to see it in person, to drive by the area, it's really. I think it's just a proud moment for women in sports, in all areas of women in sports in the industry. That's for me to see that it's like we're coming up.
Absolutely. And
we're being represented, we're being respected, and the game is including us now.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, if we're truthfully speaking, I love to see the elevation of the game like this, because I'll be honest, I'm a girl dad. I got a baby girl. I would love to see her playing some basketball when she gets older, if that's what she wants to do. So I love to see the inclusion of the game, and I loved everything that Ty also talked about with the flights and all of that, man. But Bridgette, we really appreciate you and your insight that you brought from your conversation with Ty. Do you have any closing words that you want to say before we get out of here?
I just wanted to thank the SBC for having us here, and they really are also pushing for women to be included into the classroom program here. So I'm really proud of that, and I'm just really thankful to be given this opportunity to be here. So thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, folks, you heard it here first. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Summer League Daily. I'm John Costa, and good night, everybody.